Everybody wants a happy ending, right? But it doesn't always roll that way. Maybe this time. I'm hoping if you play this back, it's in celebration. I hope that alliances are reunited. I hope we get back-to-back Masters finishes, and that something like a normal version of the game has been restored. If there ever was such a thing. God, what a game. If you told me 5 years ago that I'd be playing for SSX, let alone pushing for back-to-back Masters finishes, I mean, I wouldn't necessarily have been surprised, but come on. The epic forces of attack, defense, tactics, boosting, and all that comes into play. And for better or for worse, that's the reality that my replacement's gonna have to find a world to grow up in. So I thought I'd better record a little greeting, in case of an untimely death on my part. I mean, not that any death, isn't untimely. You see, this Masters thing we're gonna have to try and pull off tomorrow, it's got me scratching my head about the survivability of it all. But then again, that's the gig. Part of the journey is the end. What am I even tripping for? Everything's gonna work out exactly the way it's supposed to. SSX, I love you. Alliance is coming to an end. After the war rewards drop, I will probably be leaving. I'll see though. Depends on whether they can get a replacement in before AQ or not. But yeah, it's coming to an end, and no, despite some awful deaths this season, I'm not being kicked. I am making the decision to step out, and yeah, it's been a long time in the Alliance, since July, I think it was. I had the screenshot somewhere in this video, but yeah, as the saying goes, part of every journey is the end, and it is time for me to step out. I considered it last season, talked with my officers, and in the end decided to give it another go, and ultimately it's reached a point where I know I can't continue, because of two big factors. One is I've started a new job, and part of this new job is a 12-week boot camp, which I'm now, I think, 4 weeks into, and there's a lot of learning, and I can't really balance all the the processing in my mind of learning all that new stuff alongside also playing at masters level, where you're having to do all your duels. You really need to know opponent specials, keep up to date with the game and all of that, and time element as well, beyond the thinking, having the time to squeeze all these fights in. Like this season I've literally been squeezing war fights in on my lunch breaks, and it's been pretty stressful. So there's got to come a point where you've got to weigh up whether you have the time to commit to something like this, and ultimately I don't have that anymore, and it's frustrating, because I love the Alliance, love the people in it and all of that, enjoy this aspect of the game, but it's gone from being fun to just being really stressful and therefore not enjoyable, so ultimately you've got to make that choice, and it's a choice I've made. A second factor that I haven't talked about as much, but is essentially just my health. Since June even, I had an operation, and somehow all the way now in February I'm still in recovery from that. It hasn't, I've had a few setbacks, nothing too major, but it's not quite healing. So between medical appointments and the new job, it's just I'm stretched in all directions trying to do this as well. So of course, don't have to necessarily reveal all of that, but I like to be open, pretty honest, and it's an explanation for why I feel it is time to call it time and take a break. I'm not going to stop playing the game entirely. I think in my free time it's still something I enjoy to do, so that will allow me to keep the YouTube channel going as well. In terms of what that means for this, it just, obviously I won't have war videos come next season, but I'll try and do some live streams here and there still. It's a great community to be a part of, and I enjoy those, so I'll keep that end of it up. And when new content like 7.4 drops, as I get time to squeeze maybe some paths and stuff, I can always stream that. So that's pretty much all there is to say. I have naturally made it quite dramatic with this video, but no, everyone reaches a point where they've got to take a break, and I guess the main reason I want to make a video like this as well is because it's been such a long spell, 8 months, I think, 7-8 months with SSX, so only 4 seasons, because there's been a lot of ongoing bugs in the game that's seen some really long off seasons. But it's been a long spell with this Alliance, probably one of my longer spells with an Alliance, so definitely a little bit sad stepping out, but no, it is just a game as well, so it is what you got to do. The door will be open to me to return. They've already, so the 2 officers I've spoken to, I haven't told anyone else in the Alliance because I want this video to be the first time they see it, and I'm now going to be dropping this before our final war of the season, so potentially good timing, because Masters is on the line. Win and we get Masters, lose and we don't, so it's a lot riding on it. So hopefully this is a bit of a motivating speech in a sense as well going into that, but no, the door will be open to me returning, and I'd be open to it if I ever did get the time again, but there's a chance that this is it in terms of playing at this level. I've given it a go. I can be happy with how it went for the most part, and achieve Masters, which was the goal. We did that last season. Hopefully we do it again this season. So I've done what I wanted to do at this level, and yeah, like I say, the door's open to returning. I don't know what the future holds and whether I would step back through that door again. So in case this is it, it's been good fun, and definitely this alliance will be one I will, if I ever got the time, rejoin. And people, friendships within the community I've formed thanks to being part of this alliance, then also finding Vega's Discord server. There's plenty of friendships in the community that will keep going. But yeah, I think I've waffled on enough. I didn't cry, so that's good. Not joking. It's all good. But yeah, hopefully this video has been fun. SSX members who are watching, hopefully we can crush it. Final war, just one last time. Secure masters, and yeah, hopefully end my time on a high. But yeah, that will be all. Take care, and I'll see you in the next video.